we are making crumb coffee cake.
And welcome to Family Cook Craft. All right, today we are making crumb coffee cake from the King Arthur Baking Company's All-Purpose Baker's Companion.
If you're new to our channel, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you don't know us, this is Melanie. And I am Morrison.
Correct. High five. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is make the crumb. The recipe will be down in the description if you guys want to follow along with us. The first thing you'll need is 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour.
1¼ cup
Granulated
sugar.
Yes. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1.5 teaspoons.
1.5 teaspoons.
Of cinnamon.
16 tablespoons unsalted butter melted.
16 tablespoons. That's 2 sticks of melted butter.
Yeah, it says 2 sticks.
I know. That's just crazy. That's a lot of butter. And then you'll also need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 3/4 teaspoon of almond extract, which we combined in here. All right, you want to start adding stuff?
Yes, I want to.
So go ahead and add that. Let me get a whisk. This is for the crumb. This is going to go on top of the cake.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm pretty sure we just mix everything together. So that was your 2.5. There's your 2.5 cups of flour. This is your 1¼ cup of sugar.
That's a bunch of sugar.
It's a lot of sugar.
It's gonna be extra sweet.
It is. Your 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Yucky. I don't like salt.
Salt just does not want to come out of these bowls. It just says, no, we don't want it. We don't want to come out. Now we whisk this together. So go ahead and whisk that together.
It smells already like coffee cake.
It does.
It smells like our last coffee cake from day one.
Now you're going to add your extracts to your butter.
Mommy, it smells like our coffee cake from day one.
It does. It does.
It smells really good.
And now we're going to add our 16 tablespoons of butter. Be very careful.
Yum. Can I mix it? Because I like mixing wet and dry ingredients.
Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and preheat our oven to 350 degrees. While he's mixing the crumb, I will go ahead and tell you what we need for our cake. We need 8 tablespoons of butter softened, 1 cup of sugar, 2 large eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of sour cream. Then you are going to need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which I combined all into this one. Now we're going to set this to the side and pull out our stand mixer.
Stand mixer, yes.
Cream together the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. You going to put the butter in?
Yes, I want to put the whole butter.
You want to put, actually, I'll let you put the sugar in. I'll put the butter in.
Mama.
Go ahead and put the sugar in.
Okay, so we put this sugar.
Yep.
This sugar. Who do you call sugar man? That's a bunch.
It is.
That's too much.
And now we cream this together until light and fluffy.
And then it's gonna look like.
Let it keep mixing. Now you want to add your eggs one at a time.
Okay.
Except both of our eggs are broken, so we're just going to add a little bit at a time. That was 1 egg.
Fine.
It'll
It's fine.
be fine. Turn it up just a smidge.
And then add your other. And then add your other egg.
And then add your other egg. Now we're going to scrape down the sides.
Tastes good.
And now it's sugar. It's going to taste good.
I'm just tasting the one on the whisk.
And beat in the vanilla and the sour cream.
Mommy, I'm just tasting the one on this. I'm not tasting the one in there.
I know, but okay. So it says in a medium bowl. While that's whisking, go ahead and add your flour, your salt, baking powder, and baking soda all together and mix that up. So I'm just going to add it to that and mix it up right here. It says to add the butter and sour cream mixture until evenly combined, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually add this into there. So we'll see if doing it the opposite way does anything.
I think it's even.
Here.
Mommy,
I'm going to just lift this up and just pour this in. Once you get all of that combined, we're going to go ahead and pour it into two 8-inch cake pans. You can also use 8-inch or a 9x13 pan or a tube pan, but those honestly take longer to cook, so we're just doing this. Oh, whoops. I went ahead and lined the bottom of them with parchment paper so it would be easy for it to come out. And this is a thick batter.
oh, well, I remember what you said.
What?
You said that you have to make 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Because this recipe makes 2. Now we are going to put the crumble on top of each cake.
Good. Tastes too good.
So go ahead and take some crumble, Morrison, and just put it on top. And you want to kind of spread it out. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna get everywhere. So stay a bit of. We have too much actually, so I'm gonna eat them.
No. We're putting it all on here. I don't care if it's too much.
It'll overflow, Bobby. Do you want?
No, it won't overflow.
Do you rather make a mess?
It will not overflow.
Take this.
It says until covered, but we're just gonna divide it evenly amongst each pan.
It's already covered.
Yeah, because it's already covered. Now we're going to bake these in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. This is our cake.
And since we don't have enough time to let it cool down,
we are going to let it cool pretty much with the other one. This one we're probably going to eat. I mean, because the other one's not done cooking. Honestly, this was in there for about 35 minutes, not the 25. I kept sticking a toothpick in. It was not coming out clean. It might be because we put too much crumble on top.
Yes.
But we are going to go ahead and taste this. We're going to let it cool for just a few minutes. And we do have to, I got to go to work. So yes, next when we come back, it's going to be a taste test.
Yep.
Taste test.
Taste test.
It's really hot. It's still very hot. There's a lot of crumb. I just said it's very hot. That's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. That's delicious. Taste out of 10. What do you think?
Infinity.
Infinity. I give this a solid 10 out of 10. This is really
If
good.
I were following the rules of a 10 out of 10, I'd make 10 out of 10.
Level of difficulty, this really wasn't that hard to make. Time, however, I will say the one thing about making this is that I feel like, especially if you're going to do 2 cake pans and it says to just make sure the top is covered with the crumble. That was a lot of crumble. You could honestly probably cut the crumble recipe in half and it would still taste just as good. Instead of using 16 tablespoons of butter, which is crazy. And then time was like, so I don't know if it was the crumble or the recipe or my oven, but I feel like it was misleading in the recipe book. So difficulty, I'm going to give it like a 5 out of 10. Time, I'm going to say about a 7 out of 10.
Difficulty, like 2 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Time, 10 out of 10.
So total, we're going to give this recipe a 7 out of 10. I was going to grab another one in Vermont. If you like watching our videos, please be sure to
like and subscribe.
Post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.